I'm going to read the poem that's in Mobius first. It's on page 16. The title is Way Out. The way they say, way out, that's way out. Way out. By the way, when you are on your way, it is not easy to get what is in the way out of your way. And what is by the way you are on may distract you any way you look at it. Way off, no way, you say, as you get away to make your own way, one way or another. No two ways about it. Yes, you always have a way about you. No one doubts that. Come what may. Yes. I'm going to recite. I was in the infantry, and I didn't think I'd ever meet a poet. Nor I was 18 and 19 in Europe, and almost 21 or so. And in my day, there were no poetry workshops, and we memorized poetry in school, but we were never encouraged to be creative. But anyway, I took the GI Bill in France after the war, and I wrote my first poem when I was 23 or so. And I have a few poems I didn't write until that time, but I have a few poems that hark back to the war, and unfortunately there is this awful war. And one of them is called Warrior Wisdom. And I don't give a lot of details in the poem, but I remember coming into a stone farmhouse in Alsace, and I was amazed as a city person, earthen floor, and my eyes caught the eyes. I just come in from delivering a message. My eyes caught the eyes of somebody else there, and we looked away from each other very quickly, and I knew I looked away from him, and he looked away from me, because I knew I was looking at somebody who was going to be killed very soon, and he couldn't look at me for the same reason. Anyway, Warrior Wisdom. Do not scrutinize a secret wound. Avert your eyes. Nothing's to be done. Where darkness lies, no light can come. My poems are very concise. I like to say concise rather than short. So if you want to hear it again, I'll say it again. The scrutinize is like barbed wire and knives, just that verb. And long after the poem is done, I realized that I say secret wound, and the wound is secreting darkness. And there's a certain depth of the sea, even the first day of creation, the brightest, the light of that sky doesn't go to the bottom of the sea. Warrior Wisdom. Do not scrutinize a secret wound. Avert your eyes. Nothing's to be done. Where darkness lies, no light can come. And in infantry school for Benning, Georgia, before going to the war, we marched for 50 minutes, and then the cry goes over the column, take 10. And you immediately throw yourself under a pine tree. The rest, red clay and pine. All my friends are homeless. They do not even have tents. Were I to seek a safe place, I would run eyes lost, eyes pelting my face, sent the wrong way whenever I ask, afraid to turn back, each escape the last. Lie down below trees, be your own guest, give yourself up. Under this attentive pine, take your time at noon. The plains will drone by soon. You can, please, it's not, let's wait, oh, would you wait? No, I don't want to brag about the people who came to my reading, but by some happy coincidence, there are two young women in this gathering. One arrived, they both arrived by plane, one from Tampa and one from Seattle. They're grandchildren of the man for whom I wrote this poem, granddaughters. And they came today, and by coincidence, it was the evening of this reading. I could have said they came for the reading, but that's The friends of my father stand like gnarled trees, Yet in their eyes I see spring's crinkled leaf. And thus, although one dies with nothing to bequeath, enough love survives to make us grieve. Now, another poem that harks back to the war, it was the terrible winter of 44-45, and the corpses were like stone. There was no corruption because of the fierce cold. Winter. I am entrenched against the snow, visor lowered to blunt its blow. I am where I go. Well, a few domestic poems. My desk is in the window facing east, and the poem is called On the Level. Does this desk level with the windowsill uphold my level best, or is the bed better for dreams that distill words to the letter? Now, I wrote this poem when I was only 70 or 71. That's true. I didn't expect to live this long, but I'm not apologizing. I wrote this poem, and it's called What to Expect. At death's door, the end in sight is life, not death. Each breath you take is breathtaking. Save your breath does not apply